Entry modes. Most manufacturing companies begin global expansion as exporters and later switch to one of the other modes of serving an overseas market. Let's look at some advantages of exporting. It provides a scale of economy by avoiding the cost of manufacturing in other countries. It is consistent with a pure global strategy. The drawbacks of exporting are: number one, high transporting costs can make it uneconomical, especially bulk products. Number two, exporting from a company's home base may be inappropriate if other countries offer lower cost locations for manufacturing the product. Number three, most countries impose tariff barriers. Franchising is when a company sells limited rights to use its brand name to franchisees in return for a lump sum payment and a share of the franchisee's profit. There are strict rules to keep up the standards of the franchise under the franchisees. Examples of organizations that have adopted franchising mode of entry are McDonald's and Hilton International. The advantage of franchising is that the franchisor need not take most of the risk and capital investment in starting a company. Disadvantages come in the quality control of the products. Joint venture, a formal business agreement with a company in another country, has long been popular means of entering a new market. Joint ventures benefit a company through various ways. 1. The local partner's knowledge of the host country's competitive conditions, culture, language, political systems, and business systems. And 2. The sharing of development costs and/or risks with a local partner. The disadvantage of joint ventures are: 1. The company runs a risk in losing control over its technology to its venture partner. 2. Companies may find themselves at odds with one another. For example, Hershey, the largest producer of quality chocolate in North America and a global leader in this industry, joint venture with India's Godrej Beverages and Foods as a way to achieve growth in an industry that has matured in the United States. Another local example is Singapore-based semiconductor fabrication company Systems on Silicon Manufacturing Private Limited. It was incorporated in 1999 and is a joint venture between NXP Semiconductors and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited. Licensing is an agreement by which licensee in another country buys the rights to manufacture a company's product in its own country for a negotiated fee. The licensee then puts up most of the capital necessary to get the overseas operations going. The advantage of licensing is that the company need not bear the costs and risks of opening up an overseas market. However, a problem arises when a company licenses its technological expertise to overseas companies. Technological know-how is the basis of the competitive advantage of many multinational companies. For example, Radio Corporation of America, RCA, lost control over its color TV technology by licensing it to a number of Japanese companies. The Japanese companies quickly assimilated RCA's technology and then used it to enter the US market, eventually gaining a bigger share of the US market than RCA held. Wholly owned subsidiaries are independent companies owned by the parent corporations. Companies must bear the full costs and risks associated with setting up overseas operations. This is the preferred mode of entry in the semiconductor, electronics, and pharmaceutical industries because it offers reduced risk of losing control over the technology. One specific local example is Popular Holdings, which is a Singapore-based company that publishes, distributes, and retails books for the local education market. It has subsidiaries in countries such as People's Republic of China, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Taiwan. Let's look at a summary of pros and cons of the different modes of entry that we have just discussed.